this reclined bound angle position with our feet and ankles on the support of the bolster. Our strap is handy. And bring your right hand onto your belly and your left hand onto your chest. Allow your eyes to close. We'll focus on our breath here. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to do the counting for you. So tuck your shoulders under you, relax your elbows and upper arms down, relax your hands and fingers, and just wiggle your hips a little, right? Get any shifts and shimmies out so that you can just pause here in stillness and focus on the breath. So now with an open mouth, exhale the air out of your body. Get really empty. And inhale through the nose for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Exhale through your nose. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Inhale, fill into your hands on the belly and abdomen. Through the nose. 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Feel your navel pull down. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Inhale, fill into the hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Ujjayi breath. Contract the back of your throat. Inhale. Hold. Ujjayi breath. Contract the back of the throat. Exhale. Hold. 2 more rounds on your own. Inhale. After that last exhale, hold it out. Inhale naturally through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Feel the back of your body relax and let your breath just be natural here. And you can bring in gentle movements, just rocking your head side to side, releasing any gripping of the jaw or the muscles around the neck. Move your eyes around in nice big circles. So maybe you pause the movement of the head to really focus on the eyes, moving slowly in the biggest loops. Stretching the eyes, the muscles of the eyes. Go in the other direction. And try to invite Ujjayi breath with you throughout your entire practice today. I've been noticing recently that I forget about my Ujjayi breath, which is like the #1 thing we can do. Helping to control the flow of the breath in and out of the body, warming the breath as it comes in. And then pause the movement of the eyes. Bring your knees together. Bring them into your chest. Hold on to them. Just squeeze. Bring your nose up to your knees, rounding the back. Relax your shoulders. Feel the neck get long. Take another breath. Exhale. Relax your head. Bring your feet to the floor, pushing your bolster or pillow just off to the side using your feet or hands, whatever. Lengthen the left leg long to the ground and interlace your fingers over the right shin, bringing your knee into your chest. Now press forward through the bottom of your left foot. Okay, and then start to think about that sartorius muscle. Traveling from your outer hip to your inner knee, rotate from your outer hip all the way across the thigh down to your inner knee. So you feel your inner thigh internally rotate a bit, but keep pressing forward through the bottom of the left foot. And of course, Ujjayi breath here. Soften the face. Lengthen the breath, one more. And switch legs. Bring the left knee in, switch your clasp, let the right leg go long. Now squeeze the shoulders under you, pull the left knee into your chest and start pressing through the bottom of the foot on your right foot. So your right toes are pointing to the ceiling. Now feel from the outer hip, rotate to the inner knee. Right? Feel that little kind of half spiral traveling in, right? And press through the bottom of your right foot. And keep feeling that inner thigh engagement as you pull the left leg in. 2 full breaths here. Hopefully you're keeping your Ujjayi breath with you the entire time. Soften the face and the jaw. Feel the abdomen engage. One more. Outer hip pulls to the inner thigh. Bring the right knee in. Good. Rock it out side to side. Drop your feet to the floor. Open your feet as wide as the mat. Knees touch. Just do tiny little wipers, moving your knees a little bit left to right, just rocking side to side. And then open your arms out to a T, palms down, and let those wipers of the knees get a little bit bigger and wider. So you feel some movement inside of the hips and the lower back, warming up into the low spine. And then just a little movement all the way up to the neck. So your gaze is going in the opposite direction of where your knees are going. And then we'll pause in the center, grab your strap. So when you grab the strap, open it up and loop the bottom of your right foot. Okay, bend the knee first and just find the strap right on the upper or the biggest part of your foot, so below your toes and above the arch. Now push the foot up to the ceiling, straighten your left leg again. Your heel of the left leg's on the ground. Now feel from your outer right hip to your inner right knee, pull in. Okay, and then reach up through the heel, just gentle slight movements. Now feel from your outer left hip, pull to the inner left knee. Nice deep round of breath in. Full breath out. Ujjayi breath. Grab both straps with your right hand, left hand on your thigh. Inner left or outer left hip pulling to the inner left knee. Open your right leg out towards the right side as far as feels good for you today. Maybe your right elbow bends, you soften the grip on that strap a bit so your elbow catches and meets the ground, right? So it kind of acts like a kickstand. Outer right hip pulling to the inner right knee. Reach through the heel. Can you feel that leg get a little longer? Outer left hip pulling to the inner left knee, push forward. Feel that leg get longer. Deepen the breath, 2 more. Ujjayi breath. Close the eyes, soften the face. Inhale, left leg up. Grab both straps with your left hand, exhale here. Now, move the leg just a little bit, like an inch or 2 towards the left. Right arm goes out to a T, palm down. Just stay here for a second, full breath. And then rotate all the way into your twist. Take your time, dropping that right foot over to the left side. My bolster conveniently is over on the left side, so it's actually catching my foot, which is kind of nice to have that support there. So maybe grab something and just bring it under your leg so you don't go too far, or hover your right leg over the floor, right? So even if you can rest it on the ground, hover it, okay? And then feel from the outer right hip, pull to the inner right knee. Reach through that left or right heel. 2 breaths, Ujjayi breath. Soften the face. 1 more. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale here. Bring the left foot up. Loop that foot under the strap. Release your right leg, maybe knee bends first. And you just find a little bend in the left knee and get a good spot of the strap on the foot. Grab both straps with both hands to start, and then push that left heel up to the ceiling. Straighten the right leg. Right heel's on the ground. Now internally rotate that left thigh. So from the outer left hip to the inner left knee, and then reach up through the heel. Flex those left toes to your face, gentle tug here. Now feel the outer right hip pull down to the inner right knee and push through the big toe mound on that right foot. Keeping your right leg grounded here. Inhale. Full exhale. Grab both straps with the left hand, right hand on your thigh. Pulling on the straps gently, open the leg out to the left side, letting the left elbow bend to rest on the ground like a kickstand. Inner right hip pulling to the inner right knee, press that leg forward. Nice and strong, active right thigh. Good. Outer left hip pulling to the inner left knee, press through the heel. Big breath. Feel the right side of your waist stretching. Okay, that's how long that leg is reaching. And then inhale the left leg up. Grab both straps with your right hand. Left arm out to a T, palm on the ground. Gently move the leg just an inch or two over to start, just targeting the IT band, outer left thigh, even your outer left shin here. Oh yeah, this side feels great. Okay, now relax the right leg and roll over to twist. Hovering your left leg above the ground, or if you have a bolster there, grab it or use it. Nice deep breath, look to the left. Feel the outer left hip press towards the front of the mat here. So you feel that left side body elongate a little. But you can still feel the outer left hip pull into the inner knee, right? Right? And then inhale, lift that leg up. Release the strap, bend the knee, bend the right knee, both feet on the ground. Okay, feet are hip distance, hands by your side, bridge pose here. Press and squeeze the glutes, lift your hips. Now even here, feel the sartorius muscle from the outer hip bone, pull to the inner side of both of your knees. Firm the glutes and feel that what that does is it actually should be opening into your sit bones. Right, so if you soften your glutes here, let's all soften the glutes. Lower your hips down a little bit, maybe like halfway. And then feel from the outer hips, pull to the inner knees and reach those knees forward. So maybe you feel a little opening in the sits bones. Now feel your tailbone lengthen towards the knees, firm your glutes and press into your feet, lift your hips higher. Hopefully, maybe you feel some more spaciousness in the lower back with that. Nice deep round of breath. And exhale, lower down. All the way. Guide both knees into your chest. Now squeeze your nose to your knees. Relax the shoulders along the way. Engage the belly. Hands behind the thighs, head down. Lift your feet and rock all the way up and back and down. Do it a couple times here. Excuse me, I don't know if you could hear, I just burped a little. I'm open about it. Everyone burp. Okay, one more big breath. Come all the way up and then just swoop those feet out to the side. Come into hero's pose. So sitting with your knees and ankles together, sitting on your heels. This might be too much for your feet or the knees or whatever. So bring a block in the long way underneath your hips, whether it's on the medium height or the low height. I'm gonna go long. Okay, and then grab your strap and they'll face you. So bring your feet, if you are sitting on the block or pillow, could be a pillow, bring your feet really close as they can. And then from here, hands on your hips and start to tilt your pelvis into like a cow pose, tilting the tailbone behind you, tilting the front pelvis forward, and then tilting back into a cat pose, tucking the tail under you basically. So do that a couple of times and then find the neutral spot. Feel that lower belly engagement right beneath your navel. Now feel the sartorius muscle. I love being able to isolate this, right? Feel that kind of strap across your thighs. It will kick your sit bone out a little bit, but keep your pelvis neutral. So the tailbone then lengthens and the front belly pulls up, engagement. You could even feel like you're pressing on the tops of the feet a little bit here. Now grab your strap, try to keep that engagement on the legs and grab in the middle of your strap, arms out ahead of you. Soften the grip, lift your ends up open wide and have pretty straight arms here. Squeeze your shoulder blades and lower your arms behind you. Keep the engagement of the legs and the pelvis. Keep your core strong. Inhale the arms all the way back up. So if your elbows are pretty bent, then open the grip a little more. Exhale down. Adjust as you need to. Inhale nice and tall. Chin is parallel to the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind as you lower down. Inhale back up. Forward and down. Now add your Ujjayi breath. Let's do 2 more. soften your face, maybe even close your eyes. Beautiful. Now come all the way up to above the head. And then let your left hand pull the strap over to the left. So pull your right hand down, soften the grip on the strap, and then start to lower your left hand to the floor. So you're leaning into it. Now keep your strap kind of pressed underneath your palm here. Push into the left hand to keep your right hip pressing past the right heel almost. Now slowly and methodically walk your right hand down the strap towards the left hand a little bit. So your elbow bends and it's like your elbow and that forearm is almost parallel to the floor or ceiling. Okay, now open up your chest here, maybe look up, and then making a fist with your right hand like you're punching the wall over there, straighten your arms. Big breath into the right side of the body. Full Ujjayi breath, exhale. Lift your chin away from your throat, look up. If it's too much to look up, look forward or down. Another full breath. Engage your abdomen, lift all the way up. Beautiful, guys. Now soften the grip a little. Lower the right arm down. Let that strap land underneath your palm. Push into that right hand to keep your left hip rooted. Lift your chest here, okay? And then methodically walk your left hand down this strap a little bit so you're bending your elbow. Okay, open up the chest, roll the shoulders on your back, and then punch to the right side. Straighten the arm. Woo! Big breath in, look up. Full Ujjayi breath, exhale. 2 more. Lifting the chin, deepest breath. Engage that abdomen, lift all the way up. Come forward with the strap and release it to the ground. Shake out your hands. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed that. That was super fun, right? Okay, now let's come to tabletop. Come off of what you're sitting on. Protect your knees if you need to. Get your hair in a ponytail, whatever. And fingers are nice and wide, of course. So align the wrists towards the outer edge of the shoulders, right? And then the knees, outer hip distance, so 2 fists between. Toes are untucked, tops of the feet on the ground. Step the right leg back and right away bring the knee to your nose. So point your right toes, push into your hands, round and dome your upper back, drop your head, try to tap the knee to the nose. Exhale here. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Push out of the hands, inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale, forward. Right leg reaches back, toes point down. Okay, think about that sartorius muscle, outer right hip pulling to the inner right knee. Push back through that left or the right foot. Now reach forward through the left hand, but flex your wrist so your fingers point up to the ceiling. It's like you're high-fiving the wall. And like, it's like if the wall was there, you're pushing into the wall. You're pushing your left hand into the wall. Reach that right foot back like you're pushing the right foot into the wall. Feel that outer right hip pull to the inner right knee, and then engage your belly and pull the belly off of the ground. Holding it here for 3, 2, keep pushing, and 1. Release that left foot down, the right knee comes down. And so with that, you really feel the glutes. Maybe move your hips a little side to side. You can flip the right palm up, back of your hand takes the weight gently. Pressing or stretching your fingers nice and wide, bring a little body weight back. Nice deep breath. And shake out that hand. Beautiful. Tabletop. Okay, extend the left leg back right away, knee to nose. Round the spine, exhale. Inhale, left leg back, point it. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg back, pull the shoulders back, chest pulls forward. Exhale, forward. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg back, pause. Flex the foot, toes point to the floor. Engage the belly, bring the right arm forward, and then push the palm forward like you're high-fiving the wall or pressing your hand, flexing the wrist. Pressing the hand against the wall, reach, press. Reach in 2 directions like you're being pulled, and then press into the left hand and the right knee. Engage the abdomen. Feel the outer left hip pull to the inner left knee. Spread and flare the left toe. Spread the right hand. One more. For 3, 2, 1. Release the right hand. Left knee down. Flip the left palm up here. So the back of the hand gently takes the weight. Little rest. Stretch those fingers wide. Deep breath. Okay. Curl the toes. Lift the knees. Downward facing dog. Notice how the back feels today. Walk it out. Pedal the legs. Do what you need here. A few rounds of breath. Ujjayi breath guiding you. Okay, and then pausing hip distance with the feet. Feel the outer hip pull to the inner knees, right? So feel that open up your sit bones behind you. But then engage your abdomen and feel your tailbone reach back, pressing into your hands to help you with that sensation. So now as the outer hips pull to the inner knees, notice how the heels try to press outwardly. So then keep the outer hips pulling to the inner knees, but feel the right foot kind of rotate towards the right and the left foot try to rotate to the left. Keep the inner thighs rotating into the knee. Feel the sit bones opening. Hug the belly in. Keep it strong. 2 more breaths. Keep that foot engagement. 1 more Ujjayi breath. Open mouth, exhale. Bring the toes together. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring your knee forward to your nose. Drop the foot to the floor. Drop the left knee to the floor. And untuck the left toes. Bring your left hand to the outer left side of the mat. Bring your right hand to the inner right knee and push that knee open. Lift your chest out of the hips. Look up to the ceiling. Good. Press to the top of that left foot. Feel strong. Maybe you could lift the left knee. Inhale the right arm up. Reach it back. 1 more breath. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale it down. Curling the left toes, lift the knee. Now, hand over hand, walk to the left foot. Rotating on your right foot, pivot. So now you're facing the back of the mat. Drop the right knee down, low lunge. Inhale the arms all the way up. Relax the shoulders here. Inhale, lengthen, look up, lift the chin. Open the arms wide and fold forward. Plant your hands, step your left leg back to downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale here. Come forward to your plank pose. Exhale, half chaturanga or full chaturanga, elbows squeezing into the body. Take your time, lowering to the belly. Untuck your toes, cobra pose, hands by your lower ribs. Track the hands back, pull your body forward and up, firm the glutes. Exhale, lower. Curling your toes, meet in your downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Feel the sartorius muscle. Rotate to those inner knees, but feel those feet opening out. 1 more breath. Big toes meet. Inhale, left leg lift. Bring the knee to your nose, round your spine. Land that left foot between your hands. Right knee drops. Untuck the toes. Right hand to the outer side of the side of the mat. Left hand to your inner left knee, dropping to the outer left foot, sinking the hips low. Press into the right hand, lift your chest. Broaden, lift the left arm, reach it back, rotate. Keep pulling your chest up higher rather than sinking in that right shoulder. And press to the top of that right foot. Could you lift the knee? 1 more full breath. And bring the left arm forward and down. Drop that right knee, curl your toes. Lift that right knee and then rotate all the way to the right foot. So rotating back, drop the left knee down. Inhale, the arms come all the way up, low lunge. Full round of breath here. Relax the shoulders. Lift your chest, look up, lift the chin. Open wide, exhale. Step the right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Flow with me, inhaling to plank, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra if you'd like. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Outer hips pulling to the inner knees, feet rotating in the opposite direction. Okay, big toes touch. Inhale your left leg up, 1 more round. Exhale, knee to your nose, drop that foot between the hands, right knee meets the ground. In fact, actually, let's keep your right knee lifted. Bring your right hand to the outer side of the right side of the mat. Left hand to your inner knee. Drop to the outer right foot as you rotate onto the outer left foot and lift your chest. Inhaling the left arm up, reach it back and sink your hips down here. So your outer right foot is on the ground and you're bringing in a nice stretch on the whole outer right side body. Press into the right hand, lift your chest and come back. Walk all the way to your right foot, coming into the low lunge at the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step right leg back, down dog. Full breath in, sigh it out. Shift to plank, inhale. Exhale, half chaturanga or full. 3, 2, 1, to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog if you'd like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. Steady the gaze between your toes, relax your head and neck. Outer hips pulling to the inner knees, opening the feet out at the same time. 1 more breath. Big toes touch. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose, drop that foot between the hands. Untuck the left toes. Inhale, arms come up. Oh, exhale, fold forward. I switched it up a little bit. Curl the left toes, lift the knee. Bring your left hand to the outer left side of the mat. Rotate the outer left foot as you rotate onto the outer right foot. Lift your right arm right away. And then maybe sink your left hip down a little bit. Big stretch here. You don't have to go far. Inhale again. Lifting your chest. Exhale, come forward with that right hand onto your left toes. Then we rotate all the way to the left foot. Drop the right knee. Officially low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Right away, fold forward. That was fun. Left leg steps back, down dog, full breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or press to the tops of the feet from the glutes, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Drop to the knees, find a child's pose. Big toes touch, bring your hands by your feet if you'd like, rest your forehead on the ground, and just take a few deep rounds of breath here. Ujjayi breath. And noticing what is showing up for you here and now. Right, where does your mind go? What were you just thinking about? How are you feeling? It's Monday morning, the start of a brand new week. Maybe you're burning off some of stagnant energy from the weekend. Right, ready to kind of set a mantra that will guide you through today and the week ahead. This morning in my meditation, I was really feeling the feelings of spring. And I was trying to think about what spring really feels like. It's kind of like the warmth in the air, the sun, the sound of the birds, right? That kind of like feel good feeling. So for me, I'm inviting and welcoming in abundance of joy, of light, and peace to my day, to my week ahead. Maybe that resonates, or maybe you want something of your own to guide you. What are you welcoming in? What are you inviting in? With open arms and an open heart. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, come up to table. Beautiful. Curl those toes, lift on up, downward facing dog. Excellent. Toes together, right leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Drop the foot, drop the left knee down. Inhale, low lunge, lift the arms up. Let's actually keep those left toes curled back there and find a good kind of grip in the feet. Press into that left foot, lift the knee. Bend the knee though and feel the sartorius muscle. Pull from the outer hip to the inner knee, internally rotating. Then could you press that hamstring back behind you? Then deeper into your right knee and hug the front ribs in, lengthening your tail down. Take a full breath in. Open the arms wide and fold forward. Step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lift, inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose, drop that foot, low lunge, keep your right toes tucked, inhale, arms come up. Right away, feel that outer hip pull to the inner knee, and then press into the right toes, lift up, keep the knee bent though. Outer hip pull to the inner knee, bend the left knee more, and then press that right hamstring back. Firm the core, lengthen through the sides of the body, inhale. Open arms wide, exhale, fold. Step forward to your left foot. Inhale into your half lift, hands on your shins, extending your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Arms extend up by your hips, lift your chest flat back, rising to stand. Arms to the sun, hands to heart, exhale. Deep round of breath. Exhale here. Hands by our hips, mountain pose. So when thinking about the engagement of the legs, so funny how sometimes things just come out of your mouth and you're not expecting it. All right, so have your feet hip distance, hands on your hips. So feel the sartorius muscle, which straps from your outer hip bone, right up here, all the way across. I guess it's more down here, all the way across to the inner knee. So feel that internal rotation, right? What kind of feels like you're kicking your heels out. So keep that engagement and forget about the lower part of the leg, but feel the outer hip pull to the inner knees and purposely stick your butt out behind you. So you feel that kind of squeezing to the midline, pressing behind you. Keep that engagement of the legs, but then lengthen your tail down and push your hips forward. Lengthen through the spine, palms facing out. So rotate the inner crease of your armpits out and then let your palms face forward. Hug the ribs in. Now focus on those feet. Feel like you're rotating your right foot clockwise and the left foot counterclockwise, but keep your inner thighs rotating in. A lot of engagement. Hold it for 3. Steady the breath. 2 and 1. Relax. Ooh. Cool, right? Inhale, arms come up, big breath. Open the arms wide, fold forward, bend the knees along the way, dive down, relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose, high push-up. Pause here, feet hip distance. So just like as if we were just in mountain pose, standing, right? Have your heels over your toes, firm your thighs. Now feel the outer hips pull into the inner knees. Feel your heels pull gently towards each other though. So you're rotating your feet clockwise, counterclockwise. But you feel the outer hips pull to the inner knees, which could pop your hips up, right? So then you lengthen the tail towards your heels and you pull the hips forward. Hips in line with shoulders. Big breath in, full breath out. Downward facing dog, press back. Another breath. Sigh it out. Okay. Right foot forward, drop the left knee down. Okay, now we're gonna grab the strap. So grab your strap. And hopefully you have this buckle on your strap. And if you don't, then you can, if you have a scarf, tie the edge of your scarf or the ends of your scarf. You kind of want like a pretty open loop, right? So you got a tiny little tail on the end. Right, bring that tail so that it's facing the right side. So you could pull on that if you wanted to, and then bring this all the way around you. Now you're gonna loop the bottom of your left foot. Curl your toes so that the strap stays there. And we're gonna tighten this strap now so that it comes to the crease of our right hip. And the strap on the bottom of the foot's kind of going to come down right by your toes. Careful of the buckle. Here we go. And you know what? Stop. Let's loosen this. Let's loosen this a little bit. So then as we come up, we can straighten that right leg. So first focus on that. Lift your left knee. So then you can tighten the strap around the thigh, kind of on the crease of the hips a bit. So the strap's now on the bottom of your left foot. Okay. Steady the breath. We're in this high lunge position. Start to press your right shin forward and your left hamstring back. But tighten that strap as you need to, so you feel really this like tautness of the strap, okay? Now, we're gonna come into warrior three with this position. So if you have blocks, grab your block. If you wanna use them, they're there for you. Otherwise, hands at our heart, start to step that left leg forward, and when you're ready, push that foot into the strap and lift the leg. Hands can be on blocks if you need, or a chair or desk. Okay, now feel the outer left hip pull to the inner left knee. Press into your right bottom of the foot. Nice deep breath. Outer left hip pulls to the inner left knee. Ooh, I'm shaking. Feel strong here, 2 more. Shoulders roll back, chest pulls forward. Maybe hands to heart, 1 more breath. Bend the right knee, left toes land down. Straighten that right leg, stitch the strap, and then drop your left heel to the floor. Right toes point straight forward. Triangle legs. I'm gonna face you the other way. So grab your block, bring it to the outer edge of your right foot. Triangle legs, your left toes pointing towards the middle of the mat-ish. Feel your outer right hip pull to the inner right knee. Press into that right foot. Now hug that right hip into the hip socket, bring your hands to your rib cage and pull the right ribs under you. Good, slowly tipping forward, kick that right or your left hip back. Reach through the crown of your head, lift your chin. Right hand can meet your leg or the block. Lift your chest, left arm comes up, triangle pose. Steady your breath. Firm the left side waist, hugging the core there. Right? Feel your outer left hip pull to the inner left knee, press down. Feel that same thing on your right thigh. Feel like if that pokes your hips behind you, so then lengthen your tail towards that left heel, lift your chest. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Keep the left side waist strong, lift up, reverse your triangle pose. Right arm reaches up and gently back. Come all the way up, bend the right knee, hands to our hips, step forward, meet your right foot. Shake it out. Beautiful, ditch your blocks, whatever. Let's flow it out if you'd like. Open up, arms to the sun. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plank push-up, high, plank push-up, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Nice and slow and steady. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Ujjayi breath. The contraction in the back of the throat, like you're fogging a mirror, you're cleaning your sunglasses, your reading glasses. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Land the left foot down, drop the right knee. Grab your strap. So it should be in a pretty similar position of where, well, that you were on the other side. So see if you don't need to adjust the strap too much on this side. So now bring the tail of the strap on the left outer hip so that you can end up tightening it, pulling it back, right? That'll be the easiest. And then loop the bottom of the foot by above the arch, below your toes, right? So that little knuckle mound. And then once you're ready, right, we bend into the left knee, maybe hands to the ground, and then press and straighten that right leg, which brings that strap kind of in the middle. And my strap's moving towards my heel, and that's fine, right? Just adjust, you're not pinching your skin or anything. And when you're ready, hands to the thigh and arms come up. Now press your left shin forward, feel that right hamstring press back, outer right hip pulls to the inner right knee. Hug the ribs in, lengthen the tail. I need to tighten a little bit on this side. Feeling it. Knowing where we're going, warrior three pose. I know it seems like it's impossible, but you can do it. Step the left or that right foot forward. When you're ready, hands maybe to the blocks, but then push that right foot right into that strap. So you should be able to feel, right, by pressing that foot back, you're really kind of pulling on that left hip, pulling that left hip back. If you'd like to, reach your arms forward, reach so far forward as your right foot reaches so far back. Maybe it's easier using the strap to reach your arms forward. Maybe you don't typically do that. Now feel your outer right hip pull to the inner right knee. 2 more breaths. One more, you've got it. Bend the left knee, right toes land. Whew. Straighten the left leg, drop your right heel down. You know what, let's try this with the strap. Triangle pose with the strap, maybe tighten your strap. Now pull that left hip back, right? Maybe the strap's not tight enough, so adjust. And your right hip back, left hip hugs in the socket, hands to ribs. Rotate, rotate, and reach. Left arm maybe to the floor or a block with your shin. Right arm comes up. Now, feel the outer right hip pull to the inner right knee. Lengthen your tail towards that right heel. Maybe your strap gets softer. Look up. Steady the breath. A little more open on this side. How do you feel? And then come up, push into both feet, reverse your triangle pose, left arm up and back. Inhale, come up. Woo, it's gonna be hard to bend the knee here. So maybe step your right foot forward. Let's ditch it in a very graceful way. And triangle, step forward. Inhale, arms up, big breath. Fold forward, exhale. Hang out here, open your feet a little wider, grab your elbows and sway your torso side to side. Another full breath. Good. Drop your hands. Let's do one more flow. Press back to high push-up. Actually, we'll probably do a couple more because from your high push-up, let's skip the flow and come right into pigeon pose. This is going to be good for the legs. So bring your right knee to your outer right wrist and swoop your right ankle to the left side of the mat. The ankle doesn't have to meet the outer edge of the mat. More so, your right knee is towards the outer edge of the right side of the mat so that you open up here into the sartorius muscle. Untuck the leg, the left toes. And then you can even move that leg back a little. Get your left hip to drop heavily. And if you want to, bring support underneath you. Blanket right between the legs, bolster, right? Or bring something out ahead of you. So then we're going to start lengthening the chest. So bring your hands forward, pull your chest forward, reach forward with the left hand, and then rest down. Going as far as feels good for you. And let's count about 5 to 8 breaths. Here, your own breath count. Ujjayi breath guiding. Thinking about your intention here. Maybe even thinking about kind of what spring feels like for you. Maybe it's different than how it feels like for me today. I'm sure it'll feel different for me every day. But maybe just inviting that sense of spring. Soon, this time of renewal. And if you're in San Francisco, beautiful springtime over there. Lots of color popping. I love springtime in San Francisco. I also really love it in Boise. There's so much color that comes out. Right? This space of winter is kind of the dreary, the bland, the bare. And then we come into this like sense of renewal, new beginning, fresh start, and so much pop of color. So it's nice to have something to look forward to. Okay, last full breath. And press onto the hands. Curl those left toes, move the knee forward a little bit and step the right leg to high push-up, high plank. Ooh. Okay. Now firm the legs. Internally rotate sartorius muscle, outer hip to the inner knee. Feel those heels reach back. Firm the core, pull the chest forward slightly, outer shoulders roll back, right? So you're neutralizing your pelvis. Glutes are tight, tailbone lengthens to the heels. One more breath. And then bring your left knee forward to the outer wrist, ankle to the outer right wrist. Untuck the right toes once you feel like that leg has moved back enough. Press into your hands, lift your chest. Big inhale. And exhale. Now reach the left arm forward, reach your right arm forward, rest your forehead wherever, and breathe. Feel that right hip get heavy. Ujjayi breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw, your teeth, your tongue. And think about that mantra, that intention, the sense of spring, smiling. See if you can bring yourself back to maybe a spring day last year. Or you were on a walk or just driving and you really just started to notice this new life. Oh, the trees are popping. The tulips are blooming and coming out of the ground. I'm starting to see that already. Irises too. And if you didn't know, I love flowers. My parents own a flower nursery in Massachusetts. So I grew up with flowers around me all day, every day. And I was basically a fairy in a fairyland my entire youth. Picking flowers, making wishes on top of soil mounds. Fantastic. And that sense of playful childhood love has not gone away. I know that it's in you too. Last full breath. And press up onto those hands. Curl the right toes, lift the left leg back to plank. Okay, I've learned that this is actually counterpose for pigeons because then we get to neutralize our pelvis. Right, so really focusing on those muscles that we've been talking about, sartorius muscles, firm the thighs, lengthen the tail to your heels, press the heels back. Feel the chest pull forward, shoulders roll back. Nice deep breath in, downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Okay. Now bring your left knee to your right elbow and extend that leg out to the side, dropping the foot on the ground. Okay, and then from here, drop onto that left hip. You might want to rotate your right heel down or keep that heel lifted. Walk your hands over to the left side. And then maybe your forearms come down. Nice deep breath. You could either keep your right leg lifted, toes on the ground, firming the thigh, or let that leg relax down, ankle to the left side of the mat. Pull your chest forward, inhale, exhale. And then walk your hands back, let your left forearm take the weight, drop your right knee down. Bend your left knee, bringing your hand on that left knee. And actually, let's come onto the left hand. Okay, right leg is long or knees bent. And then just lift your left foot up and start doing big circles with your hip, really. But you're moving your knee around. So doing a little bit of soft tissue work on that outer greater trochanter, right at the top of where, or close to where the sartorius connects. Yeah, that feels fantastic. And not only that, but we're massaging the glutes, your glute medius, of course, the glute max. Okay, one more, go in the other direction maybe, if you haven't already. Okay, and then pause. We're not gonna do anything fancy, just come onto your knees, come back to down dog. And then we're gonna switch sides. So bring your right knee over to your outer left wrist, straighten the leg out to the side, drop that right hip down. You can keep your left toes lifted, firming the leg or not. Drop to the forearm. Walk over to the right side. You feel that nice stretch through the left, right. Nice full breath in. Full breath out. And then come back, press into the right hand. It'll probably be easier. Drop your left foot down and then bend your right knee, coming onto that outer right hip and start doing circles. Right? You can do whatever you want with your left leg. It really doesn't matter. We're just isolating some body weight on the outer right hip here and doing some circumduction, which is just simply moving the joint around in a circle. Yeah, feel that pressure on the glutes. Worked so hard for us in all of this rotation and in our warrior 3 today. Good. Ooh, yeah, that was a good spot. Okay, come back. Downward facing dog. Last one, we'll do one flow. Full breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Come forward, high push up. Slowest chaturanga ever for 5, 4, 3. Hold it. Keep those hips in line with shoulders. 2, and soft mounting to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your hands. Squeeze the elbows in. Straighten your arms by your hips. Lift your legs, both of them. Full breath, locust pose. Hold it. Inhale again. Hold it here. One more lift. And melt to the belly. Relax. From here, roll or reach your right arm out to a T, straight on. Left hand under your shoulder and roll on that right hip. Relax your head down. Stretching our pec here, pectoralis muscle. Into the stretch the upper arm. Your left foot can step behind you. Maybe the knee bends and you let that hip drop open, becoming a bit of a twist. Or you just keep your hips stacked and breathe into the right arm. And then roll onto your stomach. Switch sides, let the left arm go out and press into the right hand, looking to the right side of the room. The right leg steps back behind the left. Huge breath. And we'll come onto the stomach. And whether you want to switch sides of where your head is facing, just roll on your back and we'll come onto our spine. Grab any supports that you want for your Shavasana so you have them handy. And we'll come into a little bit more of a twist before we rest. So squeeze both knees into your chest and slowly drop those knees to the left side. Reaching your right arm out to a T, full breath in, full breath out. If you'd like to straighten your right leg, let your left hand reach for the outer right foot. And then feel your right hip kind of press towards the front of the room. Nice little stretch on the outer hip there. Good, and then roll on your back and just drop the knees over to the right side. Left arm out to a T, right hand holds the outer left leg, look to the left. If you'd like to straighten the left leg, reaching for your outer foot, go for it. Deep breath. One more here. Okay, and then come back onto your back. Straighten so you feel nice and straight on the mat. And if there's any other postures that feel really great for your body here, please do them. Otherwise, bring your nose to your knees, rounding your spine. Exhale everything out, relax your shoulders, and take one more full breath. Exhale and release for your Shavasana. If you want something under your hips or under your knees, do it. Tuck your shoulders underneath you, rest your arms by your side, setting yourself up for your final resting pose. Close the eyes here and just settle. With an open mouth, exhale all of the stale air out of your body now, so get absolutely empty. Once you're totally empty, inhale through your nose, fill the belly, your ribs, ujjayi breath maybe, all the way up to your throat and head, holding the breath in, feeling your back body lifting and rising. Hold it, sip it up. Open mouth, exhale, and relax the body. rest down, get any wiggles and jiggles out so that you can commit to stillness here. Soften your eyes and your jaw. Relax your fingers and your thumbs. And just rest. The glass blower knows, while in the heart of beginning, any shape is possible. Once hardened, the only way to change is to break. With the precise tools of modern medicine, unborn children who are malforming or experiencing obstructions can now be operated on in utero. Profoundly, these state-of-the-art techniques reveal a deep, timeless truth about growth and healing. They're just as amazing as the fact of these operations is the fact that these surgeries leave no scars once the infant is born. What this tells us is that if we tend to things at the deepest level, our repair will be so much a part of who we are that there will be no scar. It is easier to bend underneath the surface and the deep, timeless fluid of the beginning than to break once fully grown. But it is too late for me, you might say. I'm already full grown. Not so, for in the world of our inwardness, we are always growing and are blessed to carry that fluid beginning within us. It is never really out of reach. We can return and begin again by facing ourselves. In this way, we can go below our hardened ways to the self impulses that birth them. Instead of breaking the bone of our stubbornness, we can nourish the marrow of our feeling unheard. Instead of breaking the bone of our fear, we can cleanse the blood of our feeling unseen, unsafe. Instead of counting the scars from being hurt in the world, we can find and re-kiss the very spot in our soul where we began to withhold our trust. Now slowly begin to deepen your breath and let gentle movements creep back into the body, moving the eyes under the lids, following fingers and toes wriggling, making your way into a full body stretch like you're waking up. Reach your arms back and your legs long, stretch and reach and flex everything. Take a huge breath in, sigh it out, exhale. Roll over to your side, keeping your eyes closed. Press yourself up gently, coming to a seated position, sitting however feels best for you to close your practice. Finding a tall spine, lift your heart and take a deep breath in. Sigh it out, exhale. Let the corners of your mouth lift to your ears. Give yourself a smile, a sense of light, love, peace from the inside. Gratitude for you, your amazing body, and all you've done so far today for you. Holding on to your mantra, letting this repeat as you need reminders. Let's meet our palms in front of the heart. Rub your palms, generate heat and energy. Go faster and faster. Bring your warm palms over the closed eyes, barely on your face. Deep breath in here. Release your hands as you exhale, resting your palms in front of the heart again. Believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, and love yourself. From my heart to yours, my beautiful friends. Happy Monday. Namaste.